Hello and welcome to my video. Today I'm trying something different from my regularly scheduled Hobonichi content. For the last few months, I have been working on a personal art project that I couldn't wait to share with you all. As someone who obviously loves planners and journaling, calendar shopping is also an important part of my New Year rituals. Last year, I decided that as a personal passion project, I want to design my very own calendar with my own art. I want to share this process with all of you and talk a bit about my journey, what I learned, the time investment, and the cost. So there's gonna be 4 parts to this video. The first part to designing the calendar was picking a theme. The second part was doing the actual drawing. The third part was putting together all the drawings with a Canva template. And the last part was having the calendar printed. Starting with the theme. This was the first thing I had to do. If you have seen my Hobonichi videos, you know that I love to draw food. I love food illustrations. So I decided that this was going to be a foodie calendar where I drew 12 of my favorite food items from 2024. I used my iPad and Procreate to draw all the food digitally, but this would really be the artist's choice. You can make your drawings on paper and scan them, or make them digitally, whatever works best. Throughout November and December, I just drew and drew and drew and then drew some more. I'm not formally trained in art, so this was a learning journey for me, and I tried my best to replicate the food while also finding my art style in Procreate. This was an amazing way for me to learn Procreate. I really enjoyed the whole drawing process. Now it was time to start putting things together. My drawings were complete and I had to look for the right layout to get my calendar ready for printing. Canva is my best friend when it comes to these kinds of projects. I use it all the time for personalized gifts, cards, social media posts, etc. And you can even use the Print with Canva service to make it a more seamless experience. I found a calendar template on Canva that I liked and started updating it to fit my needs. I changed the picture frames to circles, added in all the holidays for the country I live in. And this part is really great because you can add anything that you want, like birthdays, anniversaries, any other important dates. I also added in the names of the restaurants and the foods that I drew. I did not use the Print with Canva service this time because they didn't have the right layout that I wanted, but I designed everything else on Canva and saved a PDF copy of the file. It was really gratifying to see all of my drawings come together in a calendar, and I thought it looked great. The final step for me was printing this calendar. I was so nervous about this because I really wanted the colors to turn out nice and bright. The first thing to do was research print shops in my area. I went to a print shop near me, asked for the quote and what format they wanted the file in, just to get an idea of how we could make this a seamless experience for both of us. I then sent the PDF file to the shop to get my quote, and once I got the quote and I was okay with it, I gave them the confirmation to print my calendar. Just for everyone's knowledge, I live in Canada and this calendar cost me $15 per calendar, and it's a small table calendar 4 by 6 inches. So I paid a total of $60 to print 4 copies. And finally the wait was over and it was time to see how it turned out. Overall, I'm really happy with how the calendar turned out. It was really nice to see all my art in a physical form, and I'm so happy that I made a portable calendar that I can use at work, I can have a copy at home, and I can even give some away to my friends. I learned a few lessons along the way. The first thing was picking the right canvas size on Procreate. For a couple of the months, I ended up having to go back and resize my canvas and change a few things in my drawings because I'd picked too small of a canvas and it just looked really weird when I transferred them over to Canva. The second thing was that I could have maybe picked the calendar template on Canva earlier, maybe even before starting the drawing process, so that I would have a better idea of what canvas I want to pick and how I want my drawings to look. Another advice I would give everybody is to research the price earlier on so that you're not met with any shocks or surprises when you go in to print, because at this point you've finished all your artwork, you've done the layout, and if you go in and find out that it's too expensive to print, it may add a whole other layer of complication to your journey. And the last thing that I also learned during this was starting in advance. I started taking this seriously maybe end of November, December, and I was in a crunch because as a new artist, having to draw 12 months worth of dishes while still learning Procreate was pretty difficult. So if I decide to do this again for 2026, I'll definitely be starting in advance. So that is one of the best tips I can give, is to plan things and start in advance. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and if you like my content, please subscribe to my channel. I post videos weekly, and I will be back with more planner or travel journal content next week. Thank you so much for watching, and hope you all have a great week.